as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day.
Marbella has a chance of being in the Guinness Book of Records. Yes, why? Well, there's going to be a Beetle Drive. When I first heard about this, I thought of Herbie and Volkswagen Beetles, but it's nothing to do with that. So we will find out in a minute more about the Beetle Drive that's going to put us in the Guinness Book of Records. But before that, I would like to welcome Lorraine Powell and the lovely Campbell Ferguson to the program. They're both from the Rotary Club of Marbella Guadalmina, an English-speaking club, as I understand it.
We were the first club on the Costa del Sol to be English speaking, but now there are more.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. And also, as I understand it, Campbell, you were one of the founding members. Tell us a bit about how that came about.
I knew the wrong person, and I got a phone call and my arm was twisted up my back, and thus I became a member of Rotary, not knowing anything about it. But now that I am a member, I'm very pleased that it has happened. It's given me a lot of friends, and we do good works, so it's good.
What year was that?
That was unfair. I'd be about, 10 years ago, something like that?
10 years ago. So what was the need? What was the instigation behind it? Why you're here, you're in the sun, enjoying yourself? What was that reason behind it?
I think a lot of people felt there are many Rotary clubs on the coast that are Spanish speaking, and unfortunately many people on the coast don't speak Spanish, and especially there are many guest Rotarians come down from all Northern Europe, from America, from Australia, from all over, and they come down and they want to come to a club meeting because it's one of the things of Rotary that you should be there most once a week or whatever, although we're very lax, thankfully very lax in that, and so that's why they set up one with a wee bit of a struggle, but they got there to set it up as an English speaking Rotary. So Rotary Marbella Guadalmina was founded, and that's
it's a fabulous concept because, as you say, if you've got the Rotary clubs around the world, you can, if you're a member, you can go to any of the meetings all around the world. It gives them a place to be. And Lorraine, the first woman president of said club, again, another coup d'etat.
Well, I don't know about a coup d'etat. It was hard work being the first lady president, but especially with a new club. But we made it. I made it. And in fact, our current president this year is also a lady, the second one. And I think you're going to be interviewing her later on next month.
So where did you actually hail from, Lorraine? Where are your origins?
I was born in Ceylon, which is now called Sri Lanka. I came to England when I was quite young, and I lived in London most of my life until I moved to Marbella.
And how long ago was that, may I ask?
A long time ago, 20 years ago.
A lot of changes in that time. What are the things that you've loved the changes of?
Well, I think Jesus Hill, although he might have been criticised for many things, I think he did a lot for Marbella. He gave us a paseo, he gave us car parks. I remember a time when you could put your car anywhere. And I think Marbella has become a much more stable place.
More sophisticated, cleaner, more attractive, without a doubt. And you got involved with the Rotary, why?
Well, I've always done charity work, and I was invited to one of the founders' meetings, and Campbell was there too. And I felt it was a very nice way to do my charity work in a structured way with a nice group of people. And that's it, basically.
Yes, and you're always very busy. This incentive that's come up now to put us Marbella, once again, it's nice that everything, again, promoting the city. Campbell, was your idea to do this Beetle Drive, which has nothing to do with the love bug?
No, that's right. No, it's my fault, as the saying goes.
I think it's actually nice little, you know, because it makes it stick.
Yeah, well, it comes from, I was brought up in a small village near Glasgow, and before the time of television and things like that, it used to be all the village would get together and we would have a Beetle Drive in the village hall. and so it was a social occasion. You'd have a picnic halfway through and all that sort of thing. But it's basically a children's game that anybody can play at any age. And you have a sheet of paper and you have dice, and you throw the dice and you start with a 6. You've got to get a 6 and you draw the body of the beetle. And then you've got to have a 5 to draw the head of the beetle. And then for the other numbers, you have the other parts of the beetles, the wings, the legs, and whatever. And the first person to throw them all, 14 is the minimum number of throws to get all the bits of the beetle. And the first person to get that shouts beetle, and that's the winner of that particular game. So people are throwing the dice, and of course when they throw the dice it falls on the floor all over the place. So it's very exciting. There's always a buzz about it.
We're going to be all clumsy. It could be quite...
Oh yeah, it's yeah, and especially if it just some people get really worked up about it.
Well, I mean, is there anything to win at this? What is the...
Oh yeah.
When people play?
There's the main thing for us all. We're hoping to have, the world record is 252 people there. I can't remember how many tables. It's usually a table of 4 on that. We're aiming to have 400 people. However, the Marbella Ayuntamiento have been very gracious, and they've given us the whole of the Palacio de Congresos, the exhibition hall. Now that's 3,000 square meters. So if we have 3,000 people there, one way or another we'll manage it. We may not have enough pens, we may not have enough paper, but we'll manage it. So we must have a lot of people on the day, which is the 20th of October, and in the afternoon. So it's just a matter of coming along. We supply everything. There's going to be entertainment, there's going to be music, and as you say, there will
we be having that picnic you talked about? That sounds like...
we thought of doing that, but then it was just going to make it too complicated with everybody bringing their own things and so on. So yeah, there's going to be bars there, there's going to be food stalls, there's going to be music places, there's going to be artisan places, there's going to be all sorts of things for children to do.
And a whole event, you've got a whole thing set up.
Well, we've got this huge hall which we're trying to fill, which is the other thing. If you've got a particular, if you're an artisan, if you've got a particular thing that you make or that you want to sell, please come and contact us. We've got a website which is, I can't remember the name of it, but we'll be told that. And it's all going to work and be a big day, a big event. That's what we're aiming for.
Lorraine, this is going to have an entrance fee, and I imagine the money that is made on the other things are destined, based on its Rotary Marbella Guadalmina event, to charities.
Yes, basically it's a single ticket for €10, and then if you take a table for 4, you will get a 25% discount, so you have a table for €30. And we're trying to encourage families and friends to make up tables, which makes it much more fun. And really we want everyone to come, because it's a special event for Marbella and for the community.
As this is a Guinness Book of Records event,
well,
will you have
Guinness World Records?
Guinness World Records.
It's called. The book
will you have the officials there to obviously oversee the event? I mean, how does that work?
We may have an official there, but it costs a lot. They charge. It's a business organisation now, so they charge a lot, and we want all the money we can collect, as Lorraine has said. There's the money from the door, but we've been very fortunate that Spence Clark, the chartered accountants based in Marbella, they are our principal sponsors, and they've given a large sum of money, €6,000 they've given us, to prime the thing, to get the thing going, and we're expecting a lot of money to go. The principal charity is the Alzheimer's charity that is assisted by the Ayuntamiento, and Rotary, we have other charities as well, so we expect to make a fair amount of money. It's just we're not going to be taking money from everybody as they come along. As you come in, you pay your money, and that's it. You don't need to spend anything else. But because of the stalls, because of the stands and things like that, there's things to buy and whatever. You mentioned about prizes. Yes, to get the world record, we need to have 3 games. So each winner of the games will get a prize. But the winner of the first game, the big one, we've got a special prize for that. And that's where we're hesitant to a certain extent to mention what it is, but we do have something organised that will be very special. You also mentioned about how we supervise it. Guinness World Records, they've got it all thought out, a very detailed thing for a Beetle Drive. This is what you must do. And we've got to have 2 supervisors, and we've got to have 1 other person for every 50 participants. We think we'll need more than that just to explain and to make sure how it works. And then we've got to have people on the door, we've got to have people doing this and people doing that. The whole of Rotary's helping in it. We've got, 38 members, something like that, and everybody's involved in that. Plus we're pulling in other people. Spence Clark, once again, some of their staff are going to be coming to help. And so it's going to be a big participation day.
Will you need more volunteers, or I suppose as it go along and people register? How do we sign up for this?
Well, as far as volunteers are concerned, we're working the numbers at the moment, but we're hoping to get the students from Lower College who are also Interact members. And once we know, we'll ask you, of course, if you can help. And thank you so much for agreeing to be our Master of Ceremonies on the Spanish side. We really appreciate that. But one thing that's important, the public must know that because of the world record, we have to video and take photographs on the day. So don't you think, Campbell?
Yes,
it's
that's right.
very important that people are aware of that.
Well, I don't think in Marbella many of us have problem being in front of the camera.
Most people are not camera shy.
Most people are not. And it is for a good cause, it's for charity.
That's right.
It's in the exhibition centre in Marbella. The date is the 20th of October?
20th of October. And it's not, Lorraine mentioned hello, we're looking for all the schools in the area to participate. The German schools being very good, they're providing tables and chairs. And there's lots of people who are putting things into it. So that we can we're looking for sponsorship from everyone. We hope that you guys will come along the day, whatever, maybe even do the videoing for free. Who knows?
Yeah,
but,
you'd be lucky.
You'll be but we will see what we can do. But it's just so that we maximise the amount of money that goes to the charity. But the main thing is we've got to have these number, we've got to have the people sitting on the chairs to make up the numbers of 400. I think there shouldn't be any problem, really, because if everybody in the schools get their family to go, come on, mums and dads, come and get a table, grannies, grandpas, as we say, it's anyone from the age of 107, from 7 to 107. If you're older than 107, you've got to bring your mother with you as well.
Why a minimum of 7?
What? Well, it's
just for the keeping it stable and the
Well, that's the thing. We must have the same number of, or a minimum number of people for the 400. If we have 400 and then more than 40 leave, the whole thing is gone. We've got to have these people stuck there.
How long is the event meant to last, so people get an idea when they're going, how long they're going to be there?
Well, the actual event will probably only be about half an hour.
Okay, so it's during
that
the Guinness
World Record event
is about half an hour of playing this Beetle.
That's right, because you've only got 3 games. And it can be over quite quickly. Sometimes, though, it just takes longer. It just depends on the luck of the dice.
And if people want to keep on playing, there's no reason they can't.
Absolutely.
So you have to have a minimum of 253 players to take the record?
256, effectively, because it's tables of 4. So, but yes, you're correct. And if we can't make that with all our contacts and with the whole of Marbella in October, we've got a big problem.
We'd like to get to the 400 mark, so Marbella can hold the title for quite a while.
Well, what about going for a few thousand?
Well, that's
no, if you take the school children, you've got 200-300 kids in every school, and if we can get that,
and the parents and all of that. If every family was to take a table, it's the children whose family don't go are the ones that are going to be ostracised. So it's the trend. It's the thing. You have got to go there.
That's not true. You're not going to be ostracised, and it's not true that we're going to charge to go with the cameras, because this is a Guinness World Record, potentially, if Marbella takes part, and it's going to be held in the Exhibition Centre of Marbella with the support of our Town Hall, Radio Television Marbella. Of course, we'll be there to immortalise this moment when Marbella makes the Guinness World Record. This is something that we really want to achieve with the Rotary of Marbella Guadalmina. Yes, I know where I got it right now. He's proud of me. I've got his name in the right order. I know how to say the name of the charity. Lorraine, what other things quickly that are going on in the club coming up now towards Christmas?
Well, we've got a lot of events coming up. We've got a charity car run, and we've got a few dinners, and then our Christmas party. And then probably,
things keep coming up every month or so. There's so on.
We're planning. Our events committee are planning a lot of other things. Usually we have a charity walk as well, but we're not quite sure if it'll be the Paseo of the Mountains. So we'll keep.
But keeping yourselves busy.
That's right. There is the website, the name of which is.
Don't worry about it, Campbell.
We'll do that.
We'll get it. It'll be on the screen. You don't have to worry about it. We'll make sure they know.
Marbella-Guadalmina, and that's the thing. So yeah.
Wonderful. Well, it's really a pleasure to meet you. It's a lovely incentive, even though Herbie's not going to be on the shoot. We can watch the movie, get in the spirit, and it's a lovely incentive. It's nice to go back to table games, in the old days. And
they're a lot of fun. Promise, it really will.
Yeah, we'll hold you to that.
It's a very social
Everyone
thing.
come and join us.
Okay, 20th of October, the Beetle Drive, organised by the Rotary Marbella Guadalmina. And we'll be there. We'll be obviously talking about this more towards the date, but this is the first introduction. Get your pens and paper ready. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
for
Nicole.
having us.
Free taxi 4 times a month and 25% discount on your car insurance if you're the Zero Hero.
Yeah, I'm here in Marbella, but it says here I'm in La Canada.
If you haven't mastered the lingo, don't worry. Linear Director has a free GPS geolocator service that will come and find you.
Hey, hey.
If you have something to share with our community of interest, whether it be business or a social event or something to do with charity, please do drop us a line. We'd love to share your information and bring you along either to Me Marbella Radio or to Marbella Now Television. You can find us on Facebook, Marbella Now, or Me Marbella, but it's M-I Marbella. We'll be, as I say, delighted to have you along and share your information. Tomorrow is Thursday. That means we have a new free edition of the Euro Weekly News that's going to be out and about. Do pick that up. Always good information. And of course my column, Marbella Moments, which I hope you enjoy as much as watching our programme and listening to the radio, which is back again now next Wednesday. It's September, therefore Me Marbella is back. Lots of updates on local laws and things you need to know when living here in the city. Well, that's it from me for this evening. Thank you to our guests, thank you for watching, y hasta mañana.
It's a brand